Hi there, Joka here with a new layout for the Paige Evans design team. I've worked with the Wonders collection and I used a rainbow cut file. I will link everything I used on this layout in the description box below, as always, because I will not remember the names of anything, as always. So I die cut a few of these layered flowers. I think I used 4 different cut files for this, and I also die cut this large rainbow. As I said, I will link everything down below. At this point, I didn't know if I want to use these white cut out parts, so I just kept them for now. And as you can see, I die cut the rainbow in a way that it's a bit offset, so the left side of it is missing. And now I'm showing you the papers that I used for the colorful bits, so basically for the rainbow. Again, I will also add these in the description box. Okay, so I start out like I always do. I'm using a heavyweight cardstock to basically mount my pattern paper background on, so that it's more the layout is more sturdy. And now I'm just going to try to find out or figure out what I really want to do with the layout. I'm using 2 photos which I recently took on a long weekend away, and yeah, I'm using this glue. This is my new favorite liquid adhesive. It's from Barely Art, and I really like this one. I mean, I used to love my old one that I had been using for many years, but that one dries very fast, and here I have a bit more time to adjust things if I need to. Plus, with the old glue I used, I could never have glued up the whole rainbow without it drying first. So this is my new go-to glue. Now I'm just gonna glue down all these rainbow pieces, but first I'm adding some tissue paper. This is actually just some packaging I receive with orders sometimes, and I'm backing the photos with, or matting the photos with those. And now I'll assemble all the flowers. As you can see, there are many layers to each of them, and then I just kind of, for some of them I just turn around the petals so that you can see more of them, if that makes sense. Some of them I will just offset a little bit, because there are some that where you have the same size petals twice, I think in this case as well, and then I just offset it. I don't know, there's no rhyme or reason. You can really assemble these the way you prefer they look. In this one, for instance, I just offset a tiny little bit because the petals are so full. I think I just didn't want to turn them around. I like the shape of the flower as it is. So this goes quickly. I just add a teeny tiny little bit of glue in the middle of each of these layers, and then press them down. And once I'm done with this, the fun part is gonna happen, where I fluff up the petals so that the flowers are going to be in their full glory, so to say, so they will be more dimensional and textured. I used for these white bits, I used a cardstock from Alexander Renke. These are actually this is kind of like a cream white cardstock. You cannot see it, it looks white here, but if you put a bright white cardstock next to it, then you can see the difference. But I just really like this cardstock. It cuts really beautifully, and um, it is very beautiful in person. So this is my go-to white cardstock these days. I actually originally was considering creating the flowers in the colors of the rainbow, and then trying to you know, place them in a way like the colors go in that rainbow. But I then changed my mind. I thought white will pop more, and besides, this is supposed to be a cloud, so I think white works better here. Okay, now I'm just trying to figure out what I should do. I'm actually piecing these back into the cloud, although they will not be visible, but I didn't know how much of it I wanted to cover up with my photos first. So I will just add those pieces back in. All right, now that I kind of know which direction I'm heading, I am trying or starting to assemble everything. I didn't quite do that white die cut properly, so I some of these pieces don't fit as well. But I mean, it's, you probably cannot even tell from this angle. It's barely visible, and it doesn't bother me really. All right, so now I'm going to glue this down. Since this is a really large cut file, I I did not want to use liquid glue on all of it, only on the thin lines. I don't like when my paper warps, and it does from liquid glue, so I'm trying to avoid that, using it on larger pieces especially. Okay, so I'm just trimming off the excess here, and then again I'm playing with the arrangement a little bit. These tags are, I think, from the ephemera pack, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm adding some twine to them, and again some ephemera piece there, this memo card. I just add that as a layering piece. Then also there's a piece of chipboard that's just peeking out. First I wanted to write my date on that, but then I will use a sticker instead. So here I'm using some cardstock stickers and a banner sticker. I like to back these with a heavyweight cardstock so I can add some foam tape to them. Otherwise, I don't know, they are just too thin to add the foam sticker, I think. So this is what I'm used to, and I really do this all the time. Okay, and then I'm arranging them in a like a tone on tone way. So I'm putting the you know, the pink on the pink, the orange on the orange, and so on. And here's where I come in with the the foam tape, and I'm also adding a chipboard bird on the pink part. No reason, I just wanted to add some embellishments. I mean, this is what usually, well, lately I do. I don't really add a lot of embellishments anymore for some reason, but I always add these sentiment stickers. I think they are so versatile. I don't know, I just really love to use those. All right, so now I attached everything to the photo, and I'm gluing those down as well, kind of offsetting the two. I covered up some part that was not as important. And for my title, I'm going to use this wonderful chipboard piece. And I actually added 2 layers of foam tape to the left of it, because I had a lot of layers under my photos. So just to level that out, I added that. And before gluing down all my flowers, I wanted to add my journaling around the rainbow, because as you can see, my hand is or my arm is sitting on that cloud. So I did not want to crush all my flowers there. And now I'm going to glue these down. I can never really figure out the placement ahead of time before I glue these down, because I can never place the flowers so close to each other without gluing them down. So it's always a surprise in the end what I'm gonna end up with. And yeah, I think I actually die cut 2 of each of these flowers, some of them in a smaller size, but I think I did not use all of them as far as I remember, although maybe I did. Actually, I'm not sure. Okay, so adding the chipboard title, and I'm almost done here. The one thing that I like to do, of course, is enamel dots. I'm bringing in some colors. I'm trying to match the colors as much as possible to the rainbow colors in the background. And then, you know, I'll just go in that order, kind of. I mean, you see that the flowers, some of the flowers are on the same color rainbow, but I just wanted to use all the colors, so I'm not quite following that order. Okay, so that's done, and then I have one more thing left to do, and this is some acrylic paint, which I'm mixing with a bit of water so that it's a bit thinner, and then I'll add some splatters at the top, and I'm covering the photo so that I don't get any paint on that one. Anything else is it's fine. I don't mind if it's all over the embellishments or anything. Okay, that was it. I hope I could inspire you in some way. Maybe you give this a try. Yeah, that's it. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.